already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Webb. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gone! Now let's go! 3-19!
From the gun on 3rd down, Webb. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Webb. Henry's got it out on the left side. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Over! Hey, check two.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Webb. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Gone! Detroit! Hey. Four down. Chef. Switch. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Mike, 55.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We'll tie the intended receiver. Third down here. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Barney. Check. Motion.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney. Hot. Watch safety creeping.
On second down, Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit. Watch you now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, yeah, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Hot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Webb. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strong right. Gun.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Sliding out of the pocket. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards.
3-19. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Check 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
5-2 is a mic.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Gun.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Over. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch you now, Barney. Watch the curl. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. Second and 10.
45, Mike, 45.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now look at him go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out.
Now let's go.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Webb eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
4 down, check.
On second down, Webb. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Strong left. Switch up.
On third down, Webb sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gun! Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jones. Oh, now he bowls him over. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Webb can't escape as he goes down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Webb now from the gun. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw. Webb throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Webb now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. This is caught by Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Webb. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off.
Number 14, back 8 to return.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gun! 25, check 25. Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Three down. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Gun!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Alert. 3 down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 51. Gun!
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bryant's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the shift. Check 52's the mic.
Freeman again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's tight on the right. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun!
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Joker. Gun. Mike.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Blue 90.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Three down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They hand off to their big tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
56.
To throw, Webb. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Switch. 45. No. Check. Patriot. Target.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Gun! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gun! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Big pick, baby. I got you. Watch tight end. Tight right. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Gun! gun! Tight ends on the Lucy. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, check. Hot!
From the gun, Webb. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big gain of 39 on third.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Double tight. 3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Double tight. We got 4. Hurry up, here we go.
On third down, it's Gordon, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
Over! They'll look to throw here. Going up top. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown Falcons. J.J. Nelson, 91 yards, and the Falcons cut into that lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here we go now.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I got you. Gun! 51's the mic, boys. 51. Over.
They'll set up a throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.